Discussion of project failure in general. What is a project? Project is an activity that has clear defined goals, which requires resources like time, money, people, technology, etc. Project failure. Project failure occurs when project does not meet its objectives, goes over budget, exceeds the timeline, or not deliver the expected results. Project management areas. So these are the areas that determines the failure or success of the project. So let us now look at these areas with some real life examples. Integration. Integration ensures all project elements work together smoothly. It involves planning, executing, monitoring, and closure of the project. It also manages changes, unforeseen risks, and stakeholder coordination. Scope. Scope defines what is to be done in the project and what isn't to be done in the project. It also prevents scope creep by controlling changes so that there are no delays in project. Use of WBS for clear deliverables, meaning that the work can be divided and presented within a given time frame. Example, sinking of the Titanic. Integration failure, poor coordination between stakeholders. So the owners of the Titanic actually preferred luxury over safety, whereas the engineers wanted safety over luxury. Weak risk management and testing. Titanic was never tested at full capacity, yet it was launched at full capacity. Communication gaps. Captain of the Titanic constantly ignored iceberg warnings. Scope creep. Excessive focus on luxury over safety. Last minute changes and speed pressure. Overconfidence in its unsinkable reputation.
Human resources is a company's ability to effectively manage its employees. So this would be for a project properly aligning employee skill sets and creating a cohesive team. When you don't do this, employees can feel unmotivated. They're not sure what's expected of them. Deadlines will be missed and project will fail. With Titan, they created a super team, you could say, of game designers, but they lack clear leadership. There was no direction. The team didn't coordinate well, and the employees didn't really feel like they were being utilized, which eventually led to the failure of the project. So communication also at its core is the process of exchanging information and confirming a shared understanding, which is the most important part. This ensures goals are aligned, expectations, everybody knows what's being expected, and all of that's clearly aligned. With poor communication, responsibilities are misaligned, expectations are confused, and that will eventually lead to things like delays and project failure. Obviously, there's a financial cost to this. Projects can fail, but also it's really, really important because it can cost lives. For example, the Kansas City Hyatt disaster. Um, the engineers and the fabricators didn't communicate well enough between each other, what was expected, what had to be done, why they did something, and because of that failed communication, sadly, people lost their lives. It really, really highlights the importance of how important a shared understanding of everything is when you're doing a project between all members of the team.
Hello everyone. Time is one of the most critical elements in execution of a project. A proper schedule and contingency planning are essential for expected and unexpected events, such as accidents or obstacles. Without consideration of these factors, a project can fail. As an example, when Ford launched the project itself, the market moved already on, and it was the wrong car at the wrong time. According to Michael Campbell, the most challenging aspect of management accounting is to balance scope, time, and the cost. The imbalance can lead to a project failure. If the scope is unclear, the project misses the deadlines and the cost will increase. Now I would like to take the opportunity and discuss the cost element of the project. Every project management faces the question, what will be the cost of the project? And it's hard to answer this question as unforeseen factors may arise, such as inflation or natural disaster. A project manager in Houston had budgeted for a generator as part of project plan, but when hurricanes hit, the cost of the renting increased considerably. Now we will discuss the quality of management.
Hello everyone, my name is Kevin and I will be discussing the critical importance of quality and procurement in project management, followed by two significant case studies. Quality management is essential in ensuring that all aspects of a project meet the required standards and specifications. It involves rigorous testing, quality control, and adherence to safety regulations. Effective quality management not only prevents failures but also enhances customer satisfaction and trust. Procurement management, on the other hand, is crucial for acquiring the necessary resources, materials, and services to complete a project successfully. It involves selecting suppliers, negotiating contracts, and managing relationships with vendors. Poor procurement practices can lead to delays, cost overruns, and ultimately project failure. Now, let's look at the Titanic disaster. The Titanic was constructed as the largest ship ever built and was marketed as unsinkable. However, within just 3 hours of hitting an iceberg, it sank, revealing severe failures in quality control, risk assessment, and safety measures. The key quality management issues here were material quality and design flaws in the tight compartments. Similarly, the Berlin Brandenburg Airport project aimed to be a state of the art facility but faced significant delays and budget overruns. The key issues here were the failure to appoint a general contractor and flawed design process, while inadequate contract management hindered coordination among the many contractors involved. In conclusion, quality and procurement play a vital role in project management, and prioritizing these aspects, we can enhance project success and prevent costly failures.
Another crucial aspect of business success is risk management. It involves identifying, evaluating, and mitigating potential threats that could impact a project success. By proactively managing risk, organization can navigate uncertainty, minimize disruption, and stay on track with their goals, budget, and timeline. Next, importance of risk management. Risk management is the backbone of any successful project. It enhances decision making, cost control, stakeholder confidence, and regulatory compliance. By prioritizing risk management, every project can drive stability, growth, and long term success. A great real world example is Boeing 787 Dreamliner project. The initiative aimed to revolutionize aviation but faced major challenges such as supply chain disruptions, technological setbacks, and budget overruns. These risks delayed production and increased cost, highlighting the importance of early risk identification.
Here are few recommendations to avoid any kind of project failure. Number one is to define goals and objectives clearly. State your expectations at the early stage. Then work on a plan to achieve those expectations. Number three is to hire experienced and strong leaders, managers, so that they know actually what they're dealing with. Number four is to improve communication. An open channel communication is highly recommended so that all the employees must be informed and to prevent any kind of confusion. Number five is to allocate resources wisely, that is time and money, as it plays huge role in project management. Number six is to implement risk management strategies. These strategies could help any team to deal with risks easily in future. Number seven, conduct proper testing. Conducting a proper market test is really important because the team would actually know what they're missing and what they can improve on. Number eight, learn from past similar experiences or projects. Number eight is really good point, I think, because that already, if you learn from your past projects, then you already know what not to do, and it will save you a lot of resources such as time and money. So our learnings as a group. So what we learned during this assignment is how effective communication can be, as we all did, and it really helped us getting our ideas together. Number two, proper planning. We actually planned on how to get till this point, and so far it has worked very well. Time management is really important because we are all busy with our own work right now, and we have different assignments and exams, and we had to manage our time to complete this assignment. Conflict resolution is also a really key thing that we learned in this, because all of us have different ideas and sometimes not all of us may agree with each other. So this was one of the key lessons that I specifically learned in this group assignment. Number five is adaptability. Not everyone will get to work with their own choices. You have to work with something that you're not comfortable. You have to learn new things. So adaptability is something that I think all of us have learned during this project.